Hello, everybody. This is what we call a cold open, where it's just me talking. But don't worry, we do have an actual opening to the show tonight, but it's a special one. Usually we had our countdown, which was pretty much just, hold on, there we go. It was just pretty much just, our old logo, which is now gone, counting down until we started the show. And to celebrate, launching our new brand with our NFT this week, as well as kind of our new branding, our new logo, kind of the next phase of the First Mint. We have a new intro as well, which might sound a little bit familiar because it's going to be a very similar song to you if you've ever listened to the podcast, but also features the voice of our most recent freestyle contest winner, It's Just Los. So have a check, have a view, have a listen to the new First Mint live show intro countdown.
Search is over, now welcome to First Mint. Looking for NFT content, look no further cause this is it. From Top Shot to blockchain, they got the data chops, analysis, and pack drops, the shows equate a hot. LG and Phil D, the best amongst others. Best brothers that happen to ball since the Ball Brothers. So settle in cause it's time for the best show. Ayo Quad, who we reppin'? First Mint. Let's go.
Wow,
Whoa.
man.
Wow.
Whoa. That was absolutely
good.
Ridiculous, man.
That is
amazing.
amazing.
Oh my God.
Man, I can't believe, what's crazy is all those weeks ago when we decided to have this, this all started, I just want to say this whole thing, all started with Karma Chachi, who decided to write that poem about us, which was amazing and flattering. And then we had him on and we had him read it. And we're like, you know what, let's do some kind of poem reading competition, which I accidentally called freestyle, which then brought guys like E3 and It's Just Los out of the woodwork, which has now resulted in this amazing intro that we have. It's Just Los. If you're out there, man, very much appreciated.
That was sick, dude.
An absolutely incredible intro. Also, 10 years older. That's great. Yeah, a lot's happened in the last couple days. It's kind of like Pokemon. I evolved. I went from Charmander to the one in between Charmander and Charizard. Now that we have our NFT out, and that we announced our festival, it's like I finally aged. It's like the portrait of Dorian Gray, where it's like you burn the image and the guy gets older. Nobody remembers reading that. Anyways, Phil D, what's up, man? How you doing?
Dude, I am so stoked, man. I cannot tell you what we're experiencing here with the opening of our Discord to the TFM public. It's been unbelievable. Everything from the way the sale went down earlier in the week to what's been going on in that Discord. I'm smiling ear to ear, man. I love it. We have some of our best friends in there. Some of our longtime friends, our day ones are in there. And it is just wild. And I'm not going to lie. I mean, how many side stories have happened in that Discord since we opened it up? There's a million different things going on in there. Different groups forming, different alliances, different people dropping.
There's already rogue
it's
groups
crazy,
going
man.
on in there. So
rogue groups, people making their own T-shirts. It's just wild in there, man.
People making their own T-shirts.
Hey, the Bitsky boys are talking about making T-shirts, man. So yes, it's pretty wild. They were held in confinement for a couple of days. They're all now part of the general population, and things are getting. And Stone Cold, of course, Stone Cold's going bonkers in there, man. He is he is running the show. He is everywhere. So good times. I'm super excited. Congrats to everybody on a tremendous drop, man. That was amazing. I think it exceeded expectations like crazy.
Sold out in 9 minutes. We honestly didn't expect that. So, I think we're eternally humbled there, but also ready to get going because we've got a lot of stuff coming up at the First Mint. The NBA season is about to officially end. It's a best of 3 now, and it's kind of a good timing to kind of move on for everything we're doing at the First Mint. And look at that, we've been moving so fast that we even forgot to change the branding in here. I think you
said that was the last time, LG, we would see that logo above my head there.
Hold on.
It's
got to go. Hold on. We're going to get the logo out of here.
You promised everyone we'd never see that again. And it's still there. So
there it is. Yeah, it's just hanging out. There we go. Here about this.
That's pretty wild.
Let's get the new logo. Is this? Oh,
whoa! No. We need, and you know what? We have two different the NFTs. One of them is a black background, the other one's a white background. And people have already started splitting up, trying to argue which one's better. This one's better. Should I be associated with the one with the white, with the one with the black? It's wild. So,
Yeah, exactly. No, it's been quite the week. And before we get into it, actually, we'll tell you about the great show we have today, and then we're also going to do a little bit of shameless self-promotion. So we have an awesome show lined up. We have our extremely anticipated rapid fire guest, Packrip Ewing, who has been on absolute fire through the community, writing some really positive articles, bringing lots of fire to the community, becoming a well-loved member. And we have him on the show tonight to talk about rapid fire, all the stuff that's going on in Top Shot. And then he's also going to hang out and tell us about All-Star Freak, which is this kind of funny pirate NBA project that he's a part of, or that he loves there. And it's an NFT project. So we're going to talk about that in a bit. I can already see the chat going off. Excited to see Packrip. We got that. And then we're going to have a few people come on and open packs. That's right. There was a pack drop yesterday. If you like the first mint, and you really like the first mint, then you heard us on Twitter Spaces 3 different times yesterday.
Wow. For
the 3 different queues. And you also know that between the two of us, we went 0 for 6 on those queues. Anyways, we're going to live vicariously through other people as we usually do. So we got Cards of the Future, who's going to come on and open a pack. And then I think we got also Ghost Greg Oden, our newsletter writer, amongst many other talents, who is going to come on later and open a pack. Then we're also going to talk about Space Jam and the Space Jam NFTs. I didn't get one. I tried to get one, but the experience was a total mess. So Phil D, I'm pretty sure, has 12 of them. And we got a few people who scored some really nice ones. They're going to come on a little later in the show and tell us all about it. But first, the absolute most important thing. Oh, we got Blockchain Steve in the chat. He's back.
Whoa,
he's back for more.
He's awake.
He's awake. He's probably got 3 babies in hand or something like that with him right now. Anyways, yesterday we announced a very exciting event that's coming up in just a couple weeks. In fact, it's coming up, I think it's starting in 18 days. It's called First Mint Fest. You can go and register, firstmintfest.com. It's a 3-day event, pretty much designed to not let's say not sell people NFT projects, but help them explore the world of NFT projects. So it's a festival that we're putting on. It's free for everybody to join. Each day is going to be like 5 or 6 hours of like little small streams going on, and different companies from around the NFT space kind of showing off what they're all about. So we're going to have like some fun projects, not all the, cats, dogs, gorillas, or any of that kind of stuff. These are going to be, or elephants, I don't know, nothing against those projects, but these are going to be projects, people that have been building for years are going to be there, and they're going to tell you kind of how they're occupying their part of the NFT space. We're also going to have a couple platforms, tools, marketplaces, all that kind of stuff there to tell you what's going on. As any festival that would be part or created by the First Mint, as everything else we do, there are going to be some really fun giveaways and prizes. And also there's going to be something called Festival HQ, which is going to be a Discord that only exists during the festival. So it's going to be pretty much like festival grounds where, everybody who's partnering at the festival is going to have their own little booth in terms of a channel. And we're going to be using that to run a bunch of fun events. And then, of course, if you did see the news, you know that the keynote event of the festival is an in-person live conversation between myself and Roham. That's right. He lives in the same area as me, so it's easy to get together. I've never met him. I've never spoken to him.
In the same area. Wow.
Yeah, same area, Western Canada.
Creepy.
Man. Yeah, well,
okay.
No, not like that. Yeah.
All right, you mean like that, like not down the street. You don't mean like around the block. Like,
I don't know. I don't know where he lives. He could live right here for all I know. Anyways, chat. Get excited for it. It's going to be a really good one. We're going to start announcing our sponsors next week. There's going to be some familiar companies in there and maybe some that you haven't heard of. It's going to be a great opportunity. If you're still discovering what NFTs are, it's a great opportunity to come and level up your knowledge. Learn from some of these businesses, the founders, the speakers that they're putting forward. Learn from them. There's also going to be some familiar faces there as well from around the Top Shot community. And even if you know your way around NFTs, I can guarantee you're going to discover some new stuff here. And if you know absolutely nothing about NFTs, you bought one Top Shot once, or you guys have some buddies who still don't really get this NFT thing, this festival is for them. It's a great place for them to, kind of get a sense of what the industry is all about, what's going on in this weird NFT place, and come join. So the link is going up in the chat. Make sure you register if you haven't already. First Mint Fest is August 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And if you subscribe to the First Mint, you're going to hear me talk about it many more times between now and then. Anyways, Phil D, are you pumped for that? Are you pumped for
I'm
First
super
Midfest?
pumped, but I had a bit of a downer yesterday because I had heard the rumor, and I didn't break this because we weren't allowed to leak any details about the fest, but I had heard the rumor that the first Mint Fest was actually going to open with a one-on-one game of basketball between LG and Roham. Not some little sit-down interview like this is 60-60 or 30, whatever you call those.
60-60.
30-30, 60 minutes, whatever you call those shows, man. Okay. I heard it was going to be LG versus Roham on Venice Beach, California, on one of those famous courts where white men can't jump was filmed, all that you guys would be going head to head. So since that's not happening, LG, tell me something. Would you absolutely destroy Roham in a game of one-on-one?
No. You know what? The reality is that I feel like I'm pretty good at some sports or most sports, but I feel like basketball is where I'm pretty terrible. People have made fun of my shot in the past, which is probably what made me stop playing more basketball. But I don't know. Who knows? You know, what's going to be interesting about Roham, and what I find is interesting about everybody that we know in this NBA Top Shot space is I have no idea how tall he is. I don't think anybody.
We don't know anything about him.
We don't know, but him or anybody else, like, we have no clue how tall he actually is. So, like, for all we know, Roham's like 6'9" or something like that, right?
Oh, I don't know about
he could crush me for all we know.
6'9" Roham.
So anyway, so that's something maybe we'll discover at some point. But anyways, stay tuned for that. That's coming up in 18 days. It's going to be, we're going to release all the details over the next couple of days. So keep an eye out for that. Hope you can attend. It's free, so you can watch during the day or wherever you are. You can also watch everything on repeat, all of it again free, and make sure you join that.
A lot of people have signed up already. I was really impressed by that. It is looking good, man. People are all over this. But before we go any further, LG, there's something our people need to do, and we've waited too long to tell them. All right, we are getting close to the next step in the Twitch algorithm here. We're getting really close. So anyone who's in here right now, and we have a really good crowd in here, if you're in here right now, I need you to smash the follow button. Okay. It's that little heart thing, which I didn't even know until last week, but the follow button is that little heart thing right under me. It's like right under me right now. If you have Twitch open, if it's on your phone, it might be somewhere else. I'm not sure, but the little heart button needs to be pressed, and then press that little bell too. You press that little bell every time we go live. There's a little bell. It's a notification bell. If you hit that,
even seen this bell
every time the First Mint Twitch goes live, it'll notify you. Doesn't matter where you are. I know it's summer. A lot of people are out. It's vacation time. It's beach time. It's party time. So in case you're somewhere like that and you really want to catch what we have to say, because you never know when we'll go live. There might be times where we have to go live with some breaking news or something. So put that little notification on. Hit that follow button. And it's also a requirement to follow if you want to win one of the prizes that we give away on this show.
No, Caruso, don't unfollow. That's not, don't hit. If you already hit it, don't unhit it. Anyways. Okay, we got to get our guest on. Absolutely excited to get this guy on. And chat, we're going to need your help to summon him. So chat, put it in there for the first giveaway of the night, which I believe is this is a really nice one. This is, actually, we'll start from the bottom up. This is going to be for a Jay Crowder 40,000 cc. But don't worry, we're going to work our way to the Giannis. I know. Ooh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Hey, he's in the finals. That's it.
I want you guys to type in, give us Packrip. Put that in as a hashtag. Give us Packrip. Yeah, people are going nuts already. This is the second week in a row. I mean, we always have really fun guests. Second week in a row that we get somebody on the show that has like 1 million fans in the Top Shot community, just like Steve last week, man. People go, oh, here we go.
Packrip is actually coming on with his actual goggles from his profile picture. Those space goggles he's got on.
Somebody just typed Packrip a bunch of times instead. All right, Quad, you let us know when we got a winner here for the Jay Crowder 40,000 cc. And we will get Packrip in here. There we go. Gunsmooth. Who was that?
A lot of people saying they're here only for Packrip. Wow.
Hey, that happens. Well, okay, now I'm on.
Whoa, there's that
focus issue. It happens every time, man.
Whoa.
Anyways, please welcome to the show, the one and only Packrip Ewing. Whoa. look at him, man. Oh my God.
Told you he'd have the glasses on.
So handsome.
I'm offended that the best you could do to welcome me to the show is a Jai Crowder 40,000 common moment.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Hold on,
Wow.
Packrip. Hold on.
Wow.
Packrip, you just got the first mint applause, which is a million times better than any moment we could ever give away. You have all the first mint faithful standing up, the actual people, not some kind of little fake thing like we had before. You have the real first mint faithful welcoming you to the show, man, on the grand stage, which is the rapid fire. It really is. So welcome to the show.
I'm honored and humbled. I think that their anticipation and applause for my entrance actually shook LG's camera out of focus, which might be an
Whoa. I think it did.
Yeah, that's definitely what happened.
Chat. See you guys.
Packrip, you have a lot of fans, man. Like we're talking, a lot of people are I can't say they're fainting or anything like Justin Bieber styles, but people in the chat, I saw quite a few comments. We're only here for Packrip. You never know. One day when we have the first Mint Fest and everybody goes there on purpose, you may have people faint when LG comes out and introduces himself to the crowd. You never know. I'm just saying.
We're talking about Packrip. People are gonna bring their babies to Packrip and be like, please sign my baby with a pen or something like that.
Yeah, you've hit celebrity status right now in the Top Shot world for sure.
It's been a wild ride. Pretty fun. Can't complain. Love the community. Love Cole Anthony. Love Daryl Morey. Shout out to my guys.
Very nice. Very nice. Packrip, are you ready to? Well, we're gonna chat more about you, but we got to get into it. We're already running behind as we usually do. Are you ready for some rapid fire?
Yeah, let's do it.
Boom. Okay.
Wow.
First topic, lightning striking twice. Andrew, who is a mod in NBA Top Shot, who also going to Phoenix this Saturday as part of one of the 8 people who got randomly chosen to go to the Phoenix Suns suite for Game 5. Also, then yesterday, pulled the #1 Chris Paul.
What?
Packrip. Is this a case where lightning strikes twice for this guy? Or is there more there than you think?
I had not heard that news before. This is actually news to me. It's,
get out of here, man!
Very surprising.
you can't, come on, dude. Seriously.
No, to quote the immortal Stephen A. Smith, for all of the conspiracy theorists out there, my advice to you: just stay off the weed. Like, chill out.
Is that what he said? Is that what Stephen A. says?
Stay off the weed. That's a famous Stephen A. Smith saying.
Okay. Yeah.
You're not watching much ESPN these days, huh?
No. Hey, listen, he's in the news whether you watch ESPN or not. I mean, he was in the news for the wrong reasons. Again, the other day, he took it to another level with some stuff. But Packrip, tell me something, man. Okay, so you're part of that group that says, and even Taylor was on that vibe a bit today with some of the people in Discord and all that, saying there's nothing to it. Plunge Father agreed with that. It's all just people going crazy. But do you also, Packrip, see the other side of it where people – I think they'd be okay if you got the #1 CP3 and he won the trip to Phoenix, but it's the fact that he's a mod in the Top Shot Discord that I think has people really going crazy, right? And I think you have to understand that. I mean, people are sitting here trying to grasp at anything they can when it comes to controversies or injustices. Some people have missed the last 15 pack drops that were not just the regular packs, the reserve packs, right? So you got people already upset and they're looking for anything. You know this because every time something happens, it gets blown up in a heartbeat before Top Shot can even comment on the whole thing, right? But yeah, no, that's what I want to know. Packrip, do you see the other side of it a bit as well?
I see the other side of it. I don't agree with it. I believe Andrew's mod status is voluntary and he's not getting paid to do that work. He's just a member of the community that's helping out. And I think that, shit happens and he got lucky and that's pretty awesome for him. I'm genuinely happy and excited for him. I'm a little jealous of him, but I'm not going to express that jealousy in the form of poorly worded conspiracy theories and bitching and moaning on Twitter because that's what children do. No offense, it feels that way, but grow up and get over it.
What if Packrip had won? What would have happened? Would that be more? Would people go even more crazy? Because like I said, you're on celebrity status, man. I'm trying to think here. maybe people would have gone just as crazy if you had won, Packrip. And
that's actually what I was curious, and even Phil. But I think you could also say the same thing for you or me or anybody else who is out there making content, trying to put their voice out there in the community that has followers, whatever you want. Like you could say the same thing, that it would just seem kind of off. So I just got to rephrase your question to Packrip, Phil. Do you like? Should we ever think about excluding people where the optics would be bad if they won, right? Like, should all of us, like you and I, we're putting our voices out there. Should we be, should we purposely not be part of these types of giveaways just because, we're a more prominent voice of the community? Or should it always be fair game? And sometimes it's just going to land in a way that it just looks like there might've been favorability, even if there wasn't.
Yeah, I think it's a fair question. It's worth speculating and ruminating over. I think that unless you're like an official paid employee for Dapper, you should be able to enjoy the benefits of participating in the Top Shot marketplace. And I think that, the beauty of the blockchain and everything that we do here in this Top Shot world and NFT economy is that it is completely transparent, right? So even if he wasn't forthright with the fact that he tweeted about the fact that he got the #1 Chris Paul, right? If he had not even tweeted that, would anyone really be investigating to find out, I wonder who got the #1 Chris Paul? Oh, it's actually iRacer77. Oh shit, isn't that the guy that won, right? He outed himself, which would have been an extremely stupid and irresponsible thing to do if he was part of this grand conspiracy to, take everyone for a ride this particular week after being in the platform for over a year. So I think that, maybe it would have been found out one way or another had he not shared that information publicly, but everything's transparent, right? Like that's the beauty of it. So, our boy Taylor Stein dug into the weed, didn't find anything. So I trust Taylor.
So someone made a really good point too earlier, is that if you look at the list of names that was chosen, there's a particular name in there where you're like, if Top Shot was fixing this thing and picking the winners, there is zero chance they would pick someone with that username. And they probably had some kind of panic attack when they saw that winner chosen, because it's like, man, we don't want to put that on the list, more so than a Discord mod, to be honest. I'm not going to repeat the name here.
Phil, if and for everybody knows what they're talking about, wait, hold on, here it is.
The listener
it was your mom _mom_69 was the username Phil's talking about. I will say, hold on, I'm just going to play full devil's advocate to everything you guys just said. Is that if I was trying to make it look like nothing fishy was going on,
yes,
I would totally make sure that some really weird names would win, to be like, look, like to do exactly what you're saying, be like, why would they rig it so your mom 69 wins? That you could do that on purpose. I'm just saying. And if I'm Andrew and I just won the Phoenix Suns thing, and already people think it's a little sketchy because I'm also a mod, and then I pulled the #1, not like, it's like he knows, everybody knows, it's like the community will jump on it one way or another. People will find it. So if you feel like, I don't know the right way to put this, if you feel like something's happened to you that could be misconstrued, even if there's no malicious intent there, it's almost like you want to be more upfront about it. It's like, if you know what I mean? Like, it's in the way that it's like, if I pulled a #1, would I try and hide it? Like, would I, you know what I mean? I almost feel like I'd have to be more upfront about it so that people know, as opposed to if I try and hide it, then it almost seems like there's more there, right? You know what I mean? So if like you're Andrew and you pull the #1, it almost makes more sense to be like, hey, everybody, I got the #1. So, because we've already criticized Top Shot so much for not being upfront about stuff. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? That it's just kind of like, it can work that way, but
I hear you. I hear you. And I guess you guys have like a journalistic obligation to cover the story because it's news. But like, I don't even think it's news, to be honest. It's just people on Twitter bitching and moaning because they've lost some money and they're angry and they want something to do in their free time. Like, I'd rather spend that time bringing good vibes and having fun. Top Shot should be fun. But if people want to be upset about it, that's their entitlement,
This is a good comment, actually. Let's be real. The Top Shot community kind of sucks. We're eating ourselves. I don't think it's that we suck. I don't think it's that we suck. I think that Top Shot, as we've talked about, and even Taylor Stein and myself, both made content about, was that, is Top Shot a little bit boring right now? And maybe it is, and that we're just looking for stories. Also, Packrip, I will tell you, we are as much as we break news. I don't know if we have any. I don't know if journalistic integrity is the right way to put it. I don't know. We're just trying to make good content, man. And we always love to retweet what Taylor's putting out because Taylor's doing great work every week. So we do our best. We do our best to bring some kind of entertainment or something to.
You're doing a good job, I
space.
think.
Yeah.
The minute that tweet was circulating, people were paging Taylor all over. That's I kept
Taylor
getting
got like a million
Where's
messages.
Taylor? When is he posting? I always tell people, send them more coffees. They don't provide the articles. So, and he did. I couldn't even believe he did an article. I didn't know he was doing that. No, he didn't tell anybody. I thought this was kind of just one that would go by him, and there's nothing to look into. It's not a big deal. But yeah, he even put an article out. So that was pretty cool.
In like a day, in like 12 hours. Guys,
yeah. Oh, yeah. He's so good.
Oh,
Taylor's
he's on it.
So good. Yeah. Guys, NBA Finals. It's now a best of 3. Packrip. You got a dog in this fight for Suns or Bucks, or are you just a happy spectator?
I'm rooting for the Suns. I love Devin Booker.
Mm-hmm.
I like CP3. I don't really like Giannis. And I just love the Suns narrative of the 8-0 bubble run leading to this kind of really turnaround season, first potential championship for the franchise, the relationship CP3 has with Monty Williams. I think there's just a lot of cool narratives going on there.
Yeah.
I also know, just through the Top Shot community, a few big Suns fans. Shout out Jono Heartless and shout out some other guys out there. And I would just be like thrilled for them. Like, I don't know them at all from anyone else, but I'd be pumped if the Suns won. I'd also generally, as a Knicks fan, never root for like an Eastern Conference rival to win a championship.
Absolutely. Were you surprised the Bucks were able to pull off 2 wins at home?
No, that's just how the playoffs work, right? I mean, that's a good playoff series if you hold home court. And now it's just gonna be a best of 3. Hopefully, the Suns will get a little Top Shot boost on Saturday night and pull out the W. And I think Suns in 7 was really what I predicted from the beginning. I said Suns in 5 just because I thought it would be cool for the people that are going to the game to witness their team win live. That would be pretty epic.
True.
It would be awesome, like if you got to see the Raptors win it live in a suite, all expenses paid, that'd be like the best night of your life. So
they had a chance. They had a chance to win at home, and they blew that. They waited till they went back out west a couple of years ago. So I was so disappointed that night because I was like, man, nobody ever wins at home. They have a chance to do it, get rid of these Warriors, and they played a pretty terrible game. Actually,
hold on, wait, hold on, wait, Phil D, you were not disappointed that night. Hold on, let's just rewind that. You were not disappointed.
They lost the night that they lost.
Game 5 of the Raptors.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the night they won. I was like,
I was disappointed they didn't win. I was disappointed the night that they didn't close it out at home. I know the feeling. It's completely different, and it was going to bring a hold of it, but it didn't matter. In the end, it didn't matter. I hear what you're saying, Packrip. I too think this is a 7-game series. I picked the Suns in 7, but I've said it many times now, LG. I've said I think the home team will not lose a game in this series, but I'm thinking if it goes 7, it'll be a real coin toss. That's just how it is. That would be the one game where I could see the Bucks somehow stealing it on the road to win the title. I also don't really cheer for teams that are in the East because we're Raptors fans. I also don't like that Giannis kind of just didn't come to the Raptors like there were so many rumors that he would.
Was that a rumor?
Right, it was a rumor for a long time because of his connections with Masai Ujiri. Right, he has some great connections with him, and the Greek community here is insane for him. Every time he comes here, there's like 10,000 Greeks in Toronto that go to the games. They hang out in one of the in one of the corners. He comes out after the games and they sing all these songs for him and he loves it. So I thought that might be enough. We struck out with Kawhi. I thought we might be able to get Giannis. A little sour that he didn't take that. But yeah, it's been, you couldn't ask for better. You knew that without Steph or LeBron for the first time in 11 years or whatever it is, people said it'd be the worst series ever. But I had a feeling it'd be the opposite. I had a feeling every game might be pretty intense. And these two teams have a chance to kind of rewrite history and build the future of the NBA. So pretty exciting. Man, Stone Cold's dropping bombs in the chat right now.
Phil hates Bucks and Caterpillars.
Yeah, well. Yeah, I don't like the Bucks. I don't like the Bucks that much. I'm not.
Some people are saying there wasn't one rumor of Giannis going to the Raptors. Just so you know what that is, Packrip.
No.
Well, yeah, Phil's going to get into this, but pretty much, and whether there were rumors or not, pretty much what every Raptors fan got their hopes up about when when Kawhi left, everybody was like, it doesn't matter. Just wait for the summer of 2021, which should be now, which is when Giannis is going to be a free agent. And pretty much how the Raptors were preparing themselves to be this like perfect nest for a superstar. And that was like pretty much what they were planning to do. But then last summer, I guess Giannis signed an extension. So then that kind of went away and the Raptors been kind of a crapshoot since. But there were some rumors about it, right, Phil D?
All I did was search Giannis to Raptors. And the first one is a Bleacher Report. Here it says NBA rumors, Raptors saving cap space to pursue Giannis. So it was a huge rumor here. And it's actually a rumor that was going for a couple of years. Not going to lie. People had been eyeing this from a mile away. So, yeah. And then the way it went down, it's like he didn't even, I mean, he wasn't going anywhere, man. He wasn't going to piss off the people of Milwaukee. They had an established team there, and it's showing now, right? This is exactly the reason why he stayed. He didn't know at the time that the Nets were going to form the way they did. But the Nets aren't even here to talk about it, so it doesn't matter, right? He made the right move in the end.
As a Knicks fan, I can recognize this brand of delusional optimism. I'll tell you, maybe in like 10 years, we'll have Durant, Irving, and Zion on the Knicks, and you'll have Giannis
over and over again.
I heard Lillard's going there, right? Isn't that what I heard?
Everybody's always going to the Knicks. Yes.
Sure, of course.
Every superstar is always about to go to the Knicks. That's always the rumor. Are you, Packrip, can you tell us a little bit more about that? Are you a New York native?
I grew up in New York, born and raised, born in Brooklyn, grew up in the suburbs of New York, went to school in Buffalo, lived in the city. So I'm New York through and through. I've been a Knicks fan my whole life. I would never root for the Nets ever. But yeah, I mean, Knicks, my older brother was a Knicks fan. Yeah. My dad is like a, Russian immigrant. So he never really watched basketball. He was more of like a, soccer guy. And I grew up watching basketball with my brother, the 90s Knicks, obviously Mr. Ewing and John Starks and all those guys. And then we had a little bit of a rough patch for a while. And, things seem to be coming on the up and up with the young guns, but we'll see if they trade it all away for a sliver of hope and give up on the youth movement.
And you talk about Patrick Ewing actually reminds me of another theme that we have later in the episode, which is Space Jam, which Patrick Ewing, like what I actually love about the original Space Jam movie is actually the other players in the movie besides Jordan. And especially just like the scenes where they don't have their powers and they're trying to figure out like what's wrong with them. And it's just like Muggsy Bogues goes to like therapy, and like Charles Barkley tries to play like some kids on a basketball court and loses. What's that?
It's hilarious.
Oh, it's hilarious. Yeah. But just thinking that Ewing is in that is just a
way
good,
back.
They sent him way back. It's a good like 90s nostalgia right there.
He goes to the hospital and he's like talking to a therapist. I remember.
Is that what happens?
Yeah, it got deep for Patrick.
Yeah.
Should have done Space Jam trivia.
That's awesome. Okay, last one, guys. The multi-queue yesterday, Packrip. What was your experience? I'm assuming did you score anything?
I qualified for all 3 queues. Yeah. I struck out and went 0 for 3. Okay. I love the concept. I love the idea of making it all more equitable for everyone to qualify for those rare packs. In retrospect, missing 3 times instead of missing once kind of blows. But
it did hurt more than I thought it would. Yeah. I'll be honest with you.
What it really is, like for me, the hour before a pack drop and then the queue and then, hopefully getting a pack is like an experience, and extending that experience over the course of like my entire fucking work day really made me unproductive. And, at the end of the day, I didn't get anything from it. I'm not salty about it because I scored the legendary hollow icon. So, no hard feelings, but it was a long afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It really was. Yeah. No. And I'm not going to lie. Okay. And I've said this since the beginning. I really, really miss, and I wish they would have gone back. If they do this for a legendary pack drop, I would lose my mind. I miss the days of the all-out Royal Rumble pack drops, okay? I want to ditch the queue just for old time's sake, just this one time where everybody floods the site, destroys the site. Mm-hmm. The buy button pops up if you spam like 1,000 times on the F5 button. It'll randomly show up. You press it, nothing works, got to refresh. I miss those days. I want them to do a throwback to the original queues where we would just go nuts and spam and maybe grab 2 packs and have all the bandits slide in and steal the packs. But that's not happening. They're never going back. They've got this queue system.
The bandits. I like
the
that.
Bandits. That was the best. What drop was that again? I think it was a legendary drop where everybody was in the weight room except for like 1,000 people who got to slide in and buy all the packs.
It was the people who got the stress test pack the night
That's
before
right.
were then and it was like one of the first queue drops, but then those people were just able to bypass that and buy now right away. And that was
the bandits were just pulling off the robbery while everybody
else. I like bandits.
It is. They swept in while everybody was in the weight room with their timer, and they were buying all the packs, man. So
imagine today's Twitter environment and that pack drop environment.
Oh yeah. Well, obviously, I mean, I don't know how many users we've gone up since then, a gazillion, I would assume. So yeah, the place would be on fire. But that's been the trend with Top Shot from the beginning. It doesn't take much to light the whole house on fire, and everybody's ready to bail, right? So.
I will say what I do like the multi-queue. I like the idea of that. I hope that they can be closer together in the future. Like I think they spaced them out because it was something new, but it's like honestly, like it was interesting to do 3 club cold brews, but it's like I honestly wish they could like each queue only lasted like 20 minutes. So it's like I wish like it was just over an hour all 3 queues happened, especially with so few packs. So I hope that kind of changes up a little bit. What I will say is that it does seem like Top Shot is getting a lot closer to having the right system down, right? And they keep tweaking it, but months ago when we were like, okay, like everybody clicking buy now at the same time doesn't work. It crashes the site. And then it was like, and then every day more people were coming to the site. Because you remember Phil D, the first drop that had major issues was the first Cool Cats drop. And then like 2 weeks went by where they did like some of the like RSVP ones and the raffle ones, the lottery, all that stuff. And then after that, like February was a shit show of trying to get packs out because there were just too many people that wanted them. And now I feel like now we're finally at the point where it's like, okay, even if 300,000 people show up for something like a rare pack or whatever, it's organized and now people are prioritized. So it's like I feel like we're pretty close in the Top Shot sense of what this is going to be long term. So now that the mechanics are there, I personally hope what I think could improve is the experience. And even they were talking about well, this is more for the Suns 8 fan reveal, but they were talking about this on Club Top Shot about how Top Shot could definitely use, they could definitely spruce it up a little bit in terms of the experience. So what I would love to see is in the queue, instead of me just getting a number, why don't you just start like listing the names of the collectors who are getting a pack or something like that across the screen, or do some other kind of experience that isn't just like you get your number and then you're shit out of luck if you don't get it. I'd love to just see a little bit more go down there. And they've also stopped doing, we haven't seen a stream happen in a while, a pack drop stream. So I'm just hoping like now that the system is there, it's time to like enhance the experience, make it a little bit more exciting.
That's a good question.
Rebound packs return. Actually, this is a great question. What do you guys think? Packrip, you think we're going to see rebound packs again soon?
I hope for the legendary pack, for the finals legendary. Yeah, I'd love that.
How would that work? How would that work in a queue system though? Because then if you
can't, then it's got to be a final tier only.
Well, maybe they give you the option of claiming the rebound pack, but then you can't get into the next queue.
Oh, that'd be
that
messy.
Could be cool.
I could
be down with that.
Some people don't even want the legendary pack, depending on what the price is. I remember that last time. Some people are like, "Well, I want to join. I want that rebound pack, but I don't want the legendary. How do I set that up?" Right? I remember some people were trying to position themselves, didn't want to pay $1,000 or whatever it was last time to get the legendary, and they wanted to know how they could only get the rebound, and there was no actual way. You had to wait till the queue fills up and then join a couple minutes later, I think, and you were able to get one. Yeah, but that's right. I was a bit surprised we didn't have any yesterday with 3 different queues. You'd think that with only 2,000 packs and over 100,000 people trying to get them in the last queue, that there'd be some kind of rebound packs for somebody. But they couldn't have given that to the first crew, because then if somebody gets a rebound pack, then they probably can't join the second tier, right? Or whatever. So yeah, I don't know. It's a bit complicated. I don't know if they're willing to go there this season. But they must have a lot of moments to give away. I was thinking about that the other day. I think there's a lot still out there, and I'm not sure how they're going to distribute all those moments they've got left.
Yeah, well, that's it. And I've been saying, we've been saying on the podcast, and I think even yesterday on Cold Brew, that it's like, okay, we're almost at the off season. We have the roadmap that they gave us only has 2 more drops in it. It has the common playoff drop and then the legendary drop, and that's it. So like we're almost at the end of what we've been told is going to happen. That'll wrap up in the next couple weeks. So what is going to happen for the next couple months is kind of the big question. Packrip, before we wrap up rapid fire, any thoughts there of like how Top Shot's going to fill the air for 2-3 months?
Yeah, I am foolishly optimistic. I think that they have some good stuff in store. I think we know we're going to get Run It Back, right? Which I'm personally very excited for. When that happens, I don't know. I think they've tried to balance like a clear roadmap with still some surprises so that we're not bored, as some people might say. But, I don't know. I think that to your point, I think in the podcast last week, even when that legendary pack comes out, it's not going to come out till August, right? And we're going to have the Olympics, probably some quests sprinkled in there. Maybe they're going to launch some other stuff. Maybe, we're definitely going to get Run It Back. And I don't know, maybe we're going to get Summer League. I feel like there's a lot of opportunity.
Summer League, that'd be really pushing it.
I would love to see them do something a little more creative with the NBA draft and the rookie class. Like, I feel like they could really think about structuring the rookie class in a different way around how they release those moments, and almost have like a master challenge for the first round of the draft, where like you're earning that Cade Cunningham #1 moment over the course of the season. But I don't know, rake back, run it back. I mean, it could be a lot worse than that,
Absolutely.
What do you think, LG? You have any big ideas?
The chat is anti-Summer League moments.
I don't know. I've been thinking about that for a while, because last year, even though it's a different time, there weren't that many people. It's like the off season was so short, right? And they already had tons of stuff lined up. There was Run It Back came out during the off season. Half of the Got Game stuff came out during the off season. Finals had 2 different sets attached to it, a rare and a legendary, that came out during the off season. And there was what was funny actually last year is that in the run up to the new season, there was a bunch of challenges that hadn't happened yet, like Metallic Gold, a bunch of Got Game challenges, like challenges for all the other obscure Series 1 sets, like for the win. None of those had happened. So they actually all got stuffed into like a 1-month period, which was honestly, it was pretty awful. There was like 8 challenges at once, and there's only like 400 people on the platform. So it was pretty rough. Whereas now it's almost like the opposite problem. It's like, well, we don't even have that many challenges that are supposed to happen. There's like 2 Metallic Gold challenges that we're waiting for, and then the mysterious LaMelo Ball that's going to come out, and then the legendary pack will have probably 1 or 2 challenges, and then these last playoff ones will have 1 or 2 challenges, and then and that's it. So I'm really wondering, August seems full, right? There's Olympics that are going to end, and then Summer League and draft, all that kind of stuff. That's enough to kind of like continue the NBA offseason. When does free agency open? Do you guys know? Do you know the exact date?
Oh, it's coming up. It's really early. I don't have the exact date. It got pushed back.
Or it's after the draft, obviously.
Yeah, the draft's coming up on, I think, the 27th or 29th, one of those two. I don't have my calendar, but must be right after. It's got to be right after. So
free agency starts, and then I'm more concerned about like September and even early
August
October.
2nd. There it is.
August 2nd. So then free agency opens. So then by the end of August, we're not really talking about the NBA anymore, right? Like everything's kind of happened. And I just wonder, like, September, what are we doing? But again, Phil, like you were saying, there's a lot of packs, a lot of moments kind of like ready in the promotional hopper. So maybe that's going to be a good time.
Where's the gift?
The gift part 2 will come out or something. Like
There's a lot of those left, and they haven't made them. They haven't reduced.
Oh, you mean the other half of the gift? Yeah, the other like 20,000.
It's still the mid size is still what it was when they said they were going to cut it in half and burn all those moments. It hasn't happened yet, so something's got to give there. So maybe they'll take care of that kind of stuff. Yeah, people are stoked for football, but there's no signs of any football.
In September,
it's
for sure.
Dapper is not doing football. You know what they're doing next? Not football. In football, we heard it's in discussion, but we don't know anything beyond that. It would be huge.
Yeah,
but
you'd hope so.
Who knows, right?
You know, it would be cool if Roham dropped a bomb at First Mint Fest about what's coming.
Man, I hope so.
Maybe. You never know.
I freaking hope so.
You never know.
I got the exclusive interview, I hope he was going to use it to drop some bombs on First Mint Fest, but who knows? We'll see what we prepare for that and how that one goes down. Packrip, you're going to hang out with us for a little bit, real quick, before we move on to our next guest. Tell us a little bit about you. There might obviously you've got like 1 million fans in the chat right now, but there might still be some people who don't know who you are, kind of what you're doing in the community. You also put out a great blog post this week about kind of some of your plans, and you also ran a great showcase contest the last couple of weeks. Tell us about what you've been doing and what's coming up in the Packrip world.
Yeah, so Packrip Ewing on Twitter. I have a blog on Medium called topshotblog.medium.com, and I just try to keep the vibes pretty positive and try to have some fun with Top Shot. I'm definitely dabbling in some other NFT projects, but I'm trying to enable other people in the community to tell their stories and share what they've got going on through my blog. I'm trying to keep things exciting. Obviously, we did that fantasy 5-on-5 contest for anyone that didn't spot that. I basically kind of thought that the Showcase and Quest were a little bit lame. No offense to the Top Shot team, and said, well, what if you could build your own your own 5-on-5 game with any moments that you have and have that game happen anywhere in the world? What would that look like? So we ran that on Twitter. 345 people signed up to do that. They created some very, very creative showcases, a lot of like college rivalries, a lot of kind of all-star greatest hits, a lot of very like memeable. I got to shout out someone, Top Shot Talk, I think, did the best Raptors showcase I've ever seen, where they literally did former Raptors versus current Raptors, but the way they constructed the lineup was also American players on the Raptors versus foreign players on the Raptors. And it was just super creative. So it was really cool to see people just, have fun with their moments, not necessarily buy new stuff to compete. Not go out into the marketplace and need to like buy a Pat Connaughton 40,000 to complete their lineup to maybe win a pack. We gave out a ton of moments. Top Shot hooked me up with some packs that I gave out for the contest, and I'm actually in the process of creating my first NFT, which is going to be a 1-of-1 trophy for the winner, which will be pretty cool. That should be hopefully dropped tomorrow. So,
wow, big news!
Is
big
breaking news. Is that breaking news, Packrip?
Yeah, I'm breaking news. I guess tomorrow the 1-of-1 Packrip NFT will drop for the winner of the Fantasy 5-on-5 contest, and then hanging out with my homies in the All-Star Freaks Discord. And next week we are cooking up a little Freaks Fest, a little Freaks Week.
Freaks
Freak Fest.
Every week during Freaks Week, or every day during
Freak Week.
Monday through Sunday, we're gonna do a little giveaway, spotlight some moments, spotlight some cards, have a little fun. So always got something cooking. LG, maybe you and I have something cooking too. I don't know, but there's a lot going on, and
what's going on here?
If you smell what we're cooking, that's
trying
right.
to stay busy. I have like a 9
Don't get Stone Cold excited, please. Wow. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot to take in. We didn't expect that, Packrip. That's some major news, man. And people love coming on here and breaking news. So that's pretty cool. I did not see that showcase, the Raptors one you were talking about. Yeah, I didn't see that. I would love to see that. So if did you post something on Twitter about that?
Did I post
about the Raptors with the Canadian players, the foreign players, or the American players and all that? I'd love to have a look at that.
I'm gonna retweet it and tag you.
Okay.
There you go.
I would love to see it. Thank you.
There we go. Yeah, that's what he wants to see.
Too much going on, man.
Awesome.
Nice.
Too much going on, that's for sure. In my world and in the Top Shot world, way too much going on. Hard to keep track sometimes, but you know what? Got to stay busy.
Yes, so yeah. Yeah, like you said, yesterday was a long day, man. I was at work trying to juggle these 3 spaces and 3 pack drops and running all over the place. I was running up and down. Yeah. People are like, "What's this guy doing?" Running in and out of meetings. It was wild.
Awesome. Folks, Packrip Ewing on Twitter. That's where you got to find him. Packrip, you're going to hang out with us for a little bit more because we're going to chat Freaks and Space Jam in a bit. But we're going to have a little quick interlude and crack a pack. So please welcome to the First Mint for their, I think their debut, although maybe they've been on for, probably for Club Cold Brew. Please welcome Cards of the Future. Yo,
Cards.
You're muted. We can't hear you.
I'm muted.
Yo.
Cards.
It's a pleasure for being in here, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, we've talked to you so many times, man. You've been on Spaces a lot.
I've been on a couple of times, man.
You get a lot of packs, dude.
I've been lucky. That's all I can say.
That's true, yeah. Let's get Taylor to investigate this guy, man. He always gets packs. That's true.
Nah.
Cards, are you a teacher? Do I have a good memory or do I not have a good memory?
I am.
Yes.
Teacher, man.
Wow.
There we go. Yes, and you're always able to still join our pack drop openings and all that. Very impressive.
Always.
Very impressive.
Oh, yeah, he just gives the kids a chapter of reading, and then he runs away he goes and hides in the bathroom and joins the call. That's what he does.
Exactly.
I love it, man. Good stuff, dude. We're stoked for this, man. We're stoked.
Hold on, we got to play our intro. Hold on. Cards, we got to play our intro for the Pack Crackers Corner. All right, you ready?
All right, I'm ready.
All right, I'm gonna open my pack.
I don't stop until I break a sweat. Ooh, wet. I keep dripping, hit them with finesse. Wet. Every day I wake, I know I'm blessed.
Loading.
Sweat. Ooh, wet.
Oh,
That was nice.
whoa,
That was nice.
whoa,
That was
there we
nice.
go.
Don't lie, you guys were all bobbing up and down on that. I didn't see everybody, but I know you guys were all jamming to that. That's pretty cool.
Oh,
I
100%.
love it.
All right,
All right,
are you ready to
Cards.
share the screen? Are you ready for this?
Yeah, man. Let's see what you got, dude.
I've been holding on this for a while.
Yeah, I know. I know that's
Hold on,
even something
Cards.
Phil D can't do is hang on to a pack, for 24 hours here.
No, I can't let it for 24 minutes. Believe me, Cards. I remember something else. I believe you're in Miami or something
up?
like that, right? Is that right?
I am from Miami.
Okay,
Born
all
and
right.
raised here.
Here we go.
Here's the deal. Have you had good pack luck with us? That's the only thing I don't remember. I don't remember how your packs have been when you've opened them on the air with us.
Have I had luck? I got a Jalen Brunson.
Okay, that's good. That's all you had to say,
rare
man.
moment of his. That's it. That's all I got for me.
We're destroying that tonight, man. We're waiting for our first top 10 serial to ever happen on the show, man. And I hope it's you. I really hope it's you.
Phil D,
I hope,
would
man. I
like to
hope.
see a top 10 cereal on one of these, man.
I
That's
just
all
want to
we
party. I want to go crazy Charizard style. Or whatever.
All right, so we're doing the comments first, and then comments first.
That's right. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
Also, this is like the old school Top Shot music. Oh, wow. That's a
We
high
got a Paul
cereal.
George. High
38.
cereal.
38,900 full Paul
Playoff P.
George. Playoff P, no longer in the playoffs. Oh,
4,000.
another playoff P.
Whoa.
Okay, it's a playoff
All
moment.
right.
Marcus Morris.
Playoff
This is a
moment.
third round moment. It's conference final moment. 4,600.
He's the third one I got. That's the third one I have of him already. This
He's
is
a popular guy.
popular guy.
Oh,
Another Paul George.
oh, another
All right.
Clippers.
Whoa.
Another Paul George. Whoa.
Wow.
13,000 Paul
No
George. The
shuffle
same
in these
moment.
cards.
Okay, yeah, seriously.
Let's see what we got here. 11,000. All right.
Oh, okay, okay, pretty sure everybody yesterday pulled a Matisse Thybulle.
That's LG's favorite player from the first ever Master Challenge.
It's going to be a 76ers player. Oh, no, it's Matisse Thybulle.
All right. Let's go to the next
Yeah.
one.
There we go.
9,000. We changed
Okay.
up the team. Monte Morris.
Okay. All right.
He's
All right.
okay.
He's all right.
The big
Wow,
boy, the big boy
I'm
me,
ready
the
for
big
this.
boy.
Chat, let's go, man. Let him hear it. We want a top 10
Let's see.
cereal. Come on.
Ooh. Let's see what I get. Phoenix Suns.
Oh,
258.
So slow.
Chris Paul.
Somebody called that. The chat
There
was
we
calling
go.
CP3.
Nice. There you
Dude,
go.
nice, man.
There
That's
we
a
go.
beauty. That is popular right
Nice.
now. Let's go.
Cards, are you
looking at
are
who's
you
getting
doing
one.
are you doing any challenges?
Am I doing the challenge? Hold up. I was thinking about doing the challenge. If I did get a Chris Paul or a Booker in the next challenge when they are included in the challenge. But this one, I don't think I'm not doing this one. But the next one for sure.
Yeah,
That's
because you
what
would
I'm
need
aiming
that.
for.
Because if you want to do the rare one, you would need that Chris Paul, I guess, for the Aiton, which is gonna be like the Valley Oop one.
hell yeah.
Yeah,
Right, so,
exactly.
yeah.
That's the one I'm aiming
And
for.
that'll
That's
be-
the one I want.
And that's one of the more expensive ones. That and the Booker like make up like the majority of the price of whatever that would be. So I mean, it's something to
Exactly,
consider.
exactly.
It's a pretty cool play.
It is a
pretty
great
cool
play.
conference final play, but yeah, totally get it. Sweet.
Yeah.
Cards, how you feeling, man? That's not a bad pack. It's like a
I feel great.
That's a good one, man.
Fan?
Now,
Man,
now
you
next time
Clippers
we
fan?
ask you, next time we ask you what you pulled on the first mint, you don't have to say a Jalen Brunson. You can say a Chris Paul. So, I
can
mean,
say a Chris
you
Paul.
slightly upgraded here, man. I would say that's a bit of an upgrade here. So
It's a big upgrade, huge upgrade, huge. It's not a little one, it's huge.
nice, man.
Oh,
Congrats.
I love it. Sweet.
I appreciate you guys having me here. It's always a pleasure hearing you guys.
Always, man. Always. We
sure,
love
man.
having
Nice
you
to
on.
For
meet
sure,
you guys
Cards.
are great, man. You guys are great. Keep doing what
Yeah,
you guys are doing, all
absolutely.
right?
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
Cards,
Thank you.
good to see you, man. Cheers, dude.
Likewise, man.
Congrats on
Take
the
care.
Take
pack.
it easy, man.
Appreciate it, man.
That's nice. That is nice. That's pretty good pack. I like those three Clippers
is.
to start. I like a double Paul George. It's kind of funny.
Well,
So
I mean, when you consider the pack, he can do whatever he wants with that moment. But
Oh,
if
yeah.
he wants to sell it, it's like I think it's going for almost $400 on the marketplace. So
oh yeah, that's a
I
great
mean,
value there if you're pulling
right
that one.
there,
Absolutely.
that's it. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Off season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
370 right now.
Guys, let's celebrate that one, and let's do a little Chris Paul. Let's do a little Chris Paul giveaway. Let's celebrate one of our community members there. Everybody, keep it simple. Just type into the chat "cards of the future," one word. Give that hashtag "cards of the future." Do that, and then we are going to talk about some other NFTs, very basketball-esque NFTs, but we are going to talk about something a little bit different as soon as this giveaway is done. Holy man. A lot of people come out of nowhere to do these.
Spam the chat and hit the follow button. Don't forget, you must be following the First Mint Twitch account. So hit that follow button, hit that little bell too while you're at it.
We definitely check if you're following.
you need to smash it. Producer Quad is on it right now. He's matching things up back there, and once the robot spits out a winner, he'll put it all together.
And don't forget, if you're winning tonight, hit us with a DM at the First Mint Twitter Monster Trip Dubber.
Okay. Whoa, Monster Trip Dubber. That's
Monster
quick.
Trip
Dubber. All right, any predictions on how long
Monster
the
Trip
chat
Dubber? Yeah,
keep spamming that. Yeah.
Okay, Packrip. We're going to keep you on for a couple more minutes because you are about to tell us about a really interesting product that we've seen kind of floated here and there. When we had Skeets on the podcast about 2 months ago, he said that this is one of his favorite projects, and it's called All-Star Freaks.
That's right.
Tell us about it, man. What is going on with this project? Let me just pull it up on the screen here. Here we go. What are these? Tell us about them.
Yeah, so All-Star Freaks are one-of-one cards. They are, some of them are gifts, some of them are static, but they're all one-of-one. Basically, the team behind the project drops like 2 to 3 cards every night. The roadmap is basically 1,000 base set cards plus some like bonus insert type. And we're at about like insert 180 right now, so kind of like 20% through the journey of this kind of project, and it's wild. I mean, the art is funky. It's pretty out there, very kind of creative, bizarre kind of work, and it's really blown up recently. I got into it. Today's actually my 2-month anniversary in All-Star Freak. It was 2 months to the day, almost right now, that I found and bought my my avatar, my Packrip Ewing, and I joined that community. I hopped in the Discord. I started getting involved. I started building my collection, focusing on Knicks cards. But yeah, they're bringing the heat. I mean,
that's cool.
Yeah, this is a James Harden cyborg.
Love it,
and it's just really it's fun. I mean, like for me, I wasn't crazy about NFTs outside of Top Shot, and then I discovered this because I love basketball. So it was kind of like my basketball adjacent NFT project outside of Top Shot. I'll tell you that nobody has ever bought a freak and lost money on it. Every single card has only appreciated in value pretty significantly. And the project has really kind of hit its stride in July. So I was looking at the numbers a little bit just because I occasionally look at numbers. I'm not really a math guy, but All-Star Freak started at like the end of March. And between the end of March and July 1st, there was 64 ETH total in sales volume across the like 250
look at that one.
There are a lot of Raptors out there. There's one collector I think that has an entire starting 5 of Raptors Freaks.
Oh yeah.
And in the past 2 weeks, there has been 78 ETH of volume. So we were all
about half. About half of the total overall volume.
The community is super tight. We're all basketball fans. We all hang out and just shoot the shit every night and kind of, hook each other up. If one of us, so the way the drops typically work is that every night, if there's a game, it'll usually be before the game or during halftime. If not, they'll announce it in advance. And what happened is they used to just list it on OpenSea when it was a much smaller community, and it would just be a sniper fest and a little bit of a gas wars. And now what they do is basically raffles. So every night, there will be 2 or 3 raffles at a set price. Everyone enters if you want, and then there's a random wheel, and whoever lands on the wheel gets to buy it. And it's really fun. So it's a great group, and the art is just pretty wild and freaky and out there, as you might expect. And it's just really like, if you love basketball, even if you don't buy any cards, the art is super fun. There's a lot of cool stuff to look at, and I'm very curious to see where it's going to go from here, because we're obviously at a bit of an inflection point with it kind of getting a little power.
What is that?
That's Doris.
Doris Burke?
Yeah, there's they've been expanding the Freaks universe a little bit to announce.
I like that. Yeah,
like more WNBA Freaks. The only WNBA NFT really probably right now. So there's a lot of good stuff in here. The art is wild, and there's Steve Ballmer, which is freaking hilarious. But
Superfan needs one of these. Is there one of Superfan, the Raptors
Like the
Superfan?
Raptors nav, yeah.
yeah, I think they're
Really?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I like this one a lot. How much?
Or Drake. I was
How
going
much
to say, there's got to
go
be a
for?
Drake in there.
Oh,
There's
somewhere.
a Drake and a
Okay,
Raptor
let's
fan.
go, yeah.
Is there a Drake having dinner with Amari Bailey's mom? Is that a thing or what?
It might be on the
I
roadmap.
would buy that, man. I would buy that. I'm not kidding. That was a pretty fun moment.
We need the Drake giving Nick Nurse a little shoulder rub. That's what
Yes,
we need. We need
that
one
is
of
a
those,
beauty.
yeah. Or the lint
Yes.
roller moment or something
That
like
is
that.
really
But
cool.
no.
I didn't know they had all these non-NBA players too. Now, Packrip, I have to ask you, was your name on Twitter Packrip Ewing before you purchased this NFT?
Actually, yeah. So there's a funny story.
Oh, wow.
I actually wrote about it in the blog this week. Little tease there for you. But LG and I were trading DMs back in like March, maybe early April.
That's
When I just started tweeting like way too much. And I think I wrote my first blog post. He was like, "Hey man, love what you're bringing to the community. Just like a piece of advice. You might want to think about like branding yourself." I think my name at the time was like Top Shot Collector or something really generic. He's like, if you're gonna like stand out, if you're gonna create content, think about like a memorable name like Plunge Father or whatever. And shout out to the Plunge man, probably browsing the Cool Catch marketplace right now. But I was thinking about it the next day, and obviously I'm a Knicks fan. I love Top Shot, and Packrip Ewing just like came to me while I was eating a slice of pizza, as most good ideas do. And it stuck. And then literally like 2 weeks later, my man Vito TK, a staple of the Top Shot community, the king of gifts, shot me a message. He's like, "Yo, this just got listed on the marketplace. Like, it belongs to you." He's like, "This is yours."
Awesome.
And it was the original version of the Packrip Ewing card, basically in Freaks Nation, like a lot of other popular NFT projects these days. There's like utility and gamification for community engagement. So you can earn tokens that you can then cash in for another card on the marketplace or like a deluxe version of a card that you have. So this is my Freaks Nation Packrip Ewing card. And then he also does like random airdrops. Like the homie Joe Swam got airdropped a card. He only owns one, right? Because that's just what he has, but he does a lot of good work. And he blogs about it. And, he's an advocate for the Discord and for the community. So he got airdropped a green Russell Westbrook kind of colorway. So just a lot of good vibes going on, a lot of good people in there, and just a lot of basketball fans chopping it up and, talking about NFTs and collecting these cards.
I think that's cool, man. Like, I know some people in the chat were saying, it's you're kind of taking. Somebody was saying that you're taking some of the likeness, and the project's taking some of the likeness and not giving the royalties. But I don't know. There's a lot of art like that. There's a lot of NFT art like that. And this one, if it's developed a vibrant community, then I'm all for it. I dropped into the Discord earlier because I was literally just trying to find somebody. I was trying to get in touch with the people who started it, see if they wanted to come on the show as well. And then I just was like immediately like bombarded as soon as I went in there. People were like, "Oh shit, LG's here," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm just."
Whoa,
just
there you go, the celebrity. I told you.
But it was good. But it was like everybody was so into it,
Yeah,
and that's
this
really
is kind of
cool
our celebrity collector. But you dropping in got people excited for sure. Just to respond to that question or comment, because that is something that new people when they come in ask. I'm pretty sure that the team behind the project literally consulted with lawyers. And technically, any imagery they're using is fair use because it's for parody.
Right.
And there's no actual logos or names kind of in the card. So there's no official kind of like NBA stuff. I'm not a lawyer myself, so I'm just kind of just reciting a little bit half drunk back what I remember. But it is kind of like a parody project, which in the scope of legal fair use is okay. And they consulted with lawyers to make sure that it was. So hopefully it's all good, but I think it is.
Nice. Yeah. I got to find a way to get one. I don't know. 1 ETH is might be a little pricey for me for an NFT these days.
But you know what? The community. So one cool thing, LG, I'll tell you is that like whenever people come in, so I used to have 12. I built up a pretty big collection.
Wow.
And I aped in pretty hard. And I at the time I bought in the early days, I bought a Shaq Legendary card for 0.35, and then I was able to sell it 2 days later for 1.2. Which was the all-time high sale for the past 2 months.
Oh my God, man!
And that basically funded all of my future NFT ventures and investments for the next 2 months, which was really nice. But I bought a bunch of 0.1, 0.15, 0.2s. Bought a few from my man Skeets. And when new members come in, usually we're like hey, we'll sell it to you at a discount. We'll sell it to you at a floor. We want to get you into the nation.
That's really nice.
And there's always a new member raffle. Part of Freaks Week next week will be a series of new member raffles. But every week there's new member raffles where only new people that don't have a card can enter. And the price is typically a lot lower than the floor. So we're a welcoming community.
And when do they drop? How often do they drop?
Every day. So this is like also fun if you're
every night there's 2 or 3.
And you love that pack drop feeling. There's basically a pack drop every night of 2 or 3 cards. So if you hop in the Discord, there's always a drop announcement, usually midday, and they'll say, hey, 5 p.m., 7 p.m., 10 p.m., halftime, whatever it might be. There's a heads up, and you just kind of cross your fingers and hope for the best.
Nice. I love that. Right on, man. Well, that's cool. It's cool that you're kind of hanging out in some of these adjacent communities to the NBA Top Shot one and hanging out with these other NBA projects. So that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, Top Shot is kind of a gateway drug to the NFT community. So it's a fun ride.
It is. It really has been, and we want to, that's another reason First Mint Fest is going to plug it randomly, but it's just like, that's another reason we're doing it is, we want to kind of we want to accelerate that process, just get more people into more stuff in the NFT world and also kind of even unlock for more creators like you guys and us, just kind of show off more tools, more protocols, more stuff that can be used to kind of, develop NFTs and launch them and do fun stuff with them. So love to see it. Packrip, you've been hanging out for an hour on the show. That is awesome. We were very fortunate to have you on tonight, man. It's been good to chat.
Appreciate it. I bought the First Mint NFT and 2 days later I'm on the show. I don't know if that's a or not, but I like it nonetheless.
I will say we're honored that you bought the NFT, but you would have been on the show anyways, man, because you are an awesome member of the community. And yeah, we had to have you on the show. There's another way to put it. We want you on the show.
Honored to be here.
Let's and just to satisfy you, we're gonna do a giveaway in your honor as you leave.
Oh, baby. Let's go.
The big prize of the night, which is a Giannis. Sorry, I know you're not.
There you go.
It's a Giannis 7500 LE.
Oh, that's a good one.
Ooh.
It's a rare for commons. Rare for common S2. So, folks, Packrip, what sentence they got to type in there to win the Giannis 7500?
All-Star Freaks. Obviously.
Okay, just a shameless plug.
Freaks.
All right, fine. Type in All-Star Freaks. Type in All-Star Freaks into the chat to win. No, you got it. It's got to be one word. Yeah, you got a hashtag. There you go. Everyone catches. It's amazing how quick that catches on.
You got to spam it. You can actually do it more than once, but you have to press something in between.
Actually, yeah, it's a good.
You got to press something in between, or else it'll block you. So make sure you hit that follow button. We got a lot of people in here right now. Hit the follow button. Hit the little bell to follow us on Twitch. You can win this giveaway. Giannis is pretty good.
Yeah, that was a nice block last night. Packrip.
That was like $700 in February.
It was.
It was.
We can't go there, Packrip. We get way too upset at this stuff, man. Somebody started a thread the other day. I don't even know if maybe it was you. I can't remember who started. No, it was Chugs. Chugs was starting a thread of what purchase you could take back. And
yeah, it was what purchase you would take back.
Some people had lost like $50, and I'm like, what? Hold on a second. You guys have no idea, man. Like,
oh man, yeah.
No, you have no idea. That's not just $50 here. I mean, we're paying $700 or $800 for these, Lucas and John Morant's and stuff like that. And they're all worth like $30 now. So
love it. Okay, Quad. I think we got a winner. Probably pull it up in a second. Packrip, it's been a pleasure, man. Thank you for coming on.
Have a good one.
Take it easy, man.
Cheers, man. Woo! Okay.
Wow.
Debit to the
left.
Debit to the left.
Swipe your debit card and move to the left.
All right, Phil D. We're talking Space Jam next. You tell me about this, man, because I tried to get one the other day and it didn't work.
A lot of people were thanking me for putting them onto it, but I'm not the first who posted it. I started seeing. I forgot what day it was. Was it Monday or Tuesday? I can't remember, but I think it was had to be Monday.
I think it was Monday. Yeah.
I started seeing some rumbles of, hey, Space Jam NFT. I'm a big fan of the first movie. I'm a big fan of everything Space Jam, including the shoes, everything, right? And I know it's coming up because I've had it marked down for months, the upcoming version of the movie with LeBron James. I actually purchased movie tickets for tomorrow night, the very first day you can go back to movie theaters here in Ontario is tomorrow night, and I got my Space Jam tickets. I'm going. Barely anyone in the theater. One of the first performances. I don't usually go to the theaters, but some movies I just feel you have to watch in theaters. So I started seeing people posting. Like I saw 1 or 2 posts in some of those underground Discords and underground message boards showing these NFTs from Space Jam. So I'm like, all right, pretty cool. You know me. I'm not a big fan of other NFTs. I don't really buy other NFTs. I'm kind of a disaster.
Why is my Twitter in like Swedish or something like that?
Whoa!
What the hell just happened?
LG's been hacked. That's not Swedish, man. That's like from Iceland or something.
Yeah. What the hell's happening?
That's some kind of Nordic language. Somebody's got. Hey, chat. What is that? Somebody in the chat must know this language.
What's happening?
Whoa.
Anyways, Phil D, go on.
Okay,
That's really
so
okay, here it was.
That tweet there is what I tweeted. But I actually didn't just tweet it to tell everybody about it. So you were able to get 1 free NFT, okay, for free. There was 91,000 of them total. Different rarities and all that. This came out of nowhere. They didn't promote this. This wasn't like public. Nobody approached us. Nobody approached any of the influencers. You would think that they would because, this could be pretty big. But yeah, any fan of the movie, even fan of basketball, this was a pretty cool thing. The only problem is almost like every other NFT drop, once the word started spreading, the website was a complete disaster. Beautiful setup. Nifties. It's actually run by Nifties. It's fantastic, but the whole process was really messy. So you had the option of getting 1 for free. If you shared what you got on Twitter, and that's where things got really dicey. If you shared what you got on Twitter, it would mint a second one automatically for you. Okay. Right. And then if you minted the second one, you were then able to buy the third one for $2.99. And they limited that to 1 per day. So once you bought the third one, it would tell you that you can buy another tomorrow. Well, we never made it to tomorrow. I think by 8 p.m. Eastern that night, all 91,000 were gone. Okay. The only problem is people were not able to really get through the minting process. I tried.
You think that I'd be able to figure it out, but then I got impatient. I just kind of walked away. So
my advice to everybody when they kept asking me, how'd you do it? I can't do it. I said, listen, there's no secret to it. This is like the old Top Shot days. I spammed the button nonstop. It kept telling me in process, so I refreshed 100 times. It told me I couldn't log in with an email, so I tried Twitter. I deleted Twitter, tried email. I tried email again and again and again, and finally it minted a moment for me. Problem is, the second one I got showed up first, and then the third one that I bought also showed up before the very first one ever showed up. But they eventually showed up. Some people even said they had 4 of them, but they took one away by the end of the night. So I think that's just how it rolls in terms of NFT drops, man. It is. Anyways. This is common. So there's some pretty cool moments, and just like anything else, LG, if you got a LeBron, it was a special moment because a LeBron's a LeBron. Well, obviously, right?
We got a couple guys who are coming on in a minute here.
There you go.
Who got LeBrons? So let's get them on the show.
We got not just any LeBrons. They got special LeBrons.
They got the special LeBrons. We're going to talk about them. So we're going to bring them both on. We got Roy Tess and Tweets by Travis. Please welcome them to the First Mint.
Hey. There we go.
What's up? Thank you for having me.
What's up, fellas?
Everybody get up. It's time to slam down.
Whoa.
First Mint.
Whoa, wow.
Whoa, hey.
He's been a fan since day one of Space Jam. I love it.
Now, you didn't just get that because you got a legendary LeBron, did you, Travis? They didn't send you this in the mail or anything like that.
No, this is a first mint of a Bugs Bunny jersey from back in the day. Dude, so I've been on Space Jam for a while.
That's incredible.
Wow, Roy, you're gonna have to up your game, man. Travis
told me he was like,
dude.
I'm gonna wear a Space Jam jersey when I go on.
Oh, nice.
Like, I don't got one with me,
Hold on, how did he tell you this? You guys know each other?
Yeah, we messaged each other a couple. We found on Twitter that we both had the.
Oh,
LeBrons,
nice, man.
We got in touch.
Wow,
look at that already.
Okay.
Space Jam bringing strangers together over their sweet pulls. Guys, I'm just going to pull up. I've got your collector screens here. So Roy Tess, this is yours. So let's see, because again, I tried to get these and then it didn't work. So I don't even know about like the rarity or anything like that. So you got this Roadrunner one, and then you got the sweet
the Roadrunner. I'm not
hold that up. Look how nice that is, man. I think I really like it. I really do. And was this? Hold on. So whose is this? This is Roy's. Is this yours?
This is Roy's. Yeah.
Roy, is this a number 1? I think you were telling me that.
It's 1 out of 10. So. There's no, they didn't give any serial numbers for them to keep it more fun.
It says 152
but
down
it's
here,
1 for 10.
Yeah. Those numbers are like, those numbers are, I don't know what those are. Those are like, I wondered the same thing. I got a number and all of mine had the same number, so it made no sense. So I got 2 Tasmanian Devils and they were different rarities or whatever. And it showed the same serial number. I was like, okay, I have no idea what this means, but, yeah, so only 1 of 10, and that's a legendary 3D, correct? 3D is the key here.
Okay,
yes, sir.
And I believe, Travis, you ended up getting the same thing, a legendary LeBron James, but in 2D.
That's correct. So you can see there a cartoon version of LeBron James, pretty much the same thing. And it's actually interesting with the minting because I was on Nifty's, even though the site was melting, and in the transactions you could see the minting process. And I did get the first one, but I don't know if they're actually being serialized or not. So we'll have to see over the next 2 weeks, I guess.
I don't know.
So the marketplace opens in 10 days, right? Is that what I read somewhere?
Yeah.
12-ish days. Yeah, something like that.
That's the plan, but we know how these marketplaces work. We know from Moto GP that it may never happen. I thought they would have coordinated it for sure with the drop of the movie tomorrow because there might be a lot more hype around it.
Yeah.
But gentlemen, did you end up getting? I think I saw that you have 2, Roy. Travis, did you end up getting 3? Did you buy one, or you just went with the 2 free ones?
No, I just went with the 2 free ones. I mean, I
sense.
got in there pretty early, considering that the site was on fire, and I didn't even know about the LeBron until I checked my Twitter later and saw that I had tweeted out that I won a legendary LeBron, and then I tried to get on the site for the next 6 hours to look at it, and I never could. So finally, eventually, it clicked into place. But yeah.
Now. We were actually I know that I don't know if you guys saw on Twitter last night, but one of the co-founders of what is it called again? What's the site called? I don't know. I have a huge memory blank right now. Well, anyways, one of the co-founders of the site was tweeting last night, and I was really tempted to bring him on the show, but we weren't prepared for that, so we didn't have a chance to do that.
Maybe next. Maybe when the market opens or something like that.
For sure.
Do that.
But we don't know anything about this project, guys. And LG, we were talking about that earlier. We know nothing. Will these have utility? Will it just be this one set? I mean, the marketplace. Will there be more? Because I mean, right now you'd think that if there's only 10 of your legendary, that's got to be huge, right?
Well, you'd think. I mean, and again, we know that releasing NFTs and doing them on a larger scale is challenging. So maybe it's unfair to ask this, but it's like you'd think that they'd actually drop these NFTs a couple weeks before the movies start, and then open the marketplace like the week the movie's coming out, so that the marketplace can be kind of hot when or even build in some utility where it's like, all right, you collect a certain amount of them and you get some tickets to the movie or something like that. You know what I mean? Just do something with a little bit more incentive like that. But
never know.
For sure. I mean, that's one thing that Roy Tess and I have been talking about is like, what is the utility of these? Like all over Nifty's, it says build your squad that's coming. It's like, okay, what does that mean? If you build the Ultimate Squad, do you get anything or is it simply a collector's? So that's, I think, something that'll be really interesting as it rolls out for the next 2 weeks.
I'm really interested to see. I hope that they're gonna have a ranking system when you build your squad. People can sort of compete, and maybe they'll have some rewards for players, that build the best squads.
What if they say that if you own a legendary LeBron, because there's not many out there, you get to go to I guess they've already had the premiere, but you get to go to some event and meet
that. But that's perfect. That would have been perfect. That if you pulled the 1 of 1, you get to go to the red carpet, right? Like something like that would have been fun.
And that would make me hesitate, even considering selling it, because it's like you don't know what. Actually, I can't even gauge what it'll be worth, but because it's so nostalgic, the movie, and there's so many fans from 20, 30 years ago, whatever it came out, that there has to be a lot of interest once word spreads about these things. Because I know a lot of people were messaging us after the fact saying, hey, how did I get one? How can I get one? Is there a marketplace? All that. People are kind of peeved that they missed out, right? So you guys look like you guys hit the jackpot for this NFT drop. I couldn't find. I was going crazy for people getting the common LeBron James, right? So when you guys reached out and you said you got the legendaries, I was like, damn, man, that's crazy. Like this is that's pretty special for a free NFT. That's kind of rare, right? You don't see too much of that. And they probably could have sold them and still done really well, but they chose to just keep that one option after giving you 2 free ones. It's not a bad business decision because a lot of people bought the third one saying, "Oh, what's $2 or $3, right? I might as well." Yeah. I was concerned about putting a card number in there because of how the site was behaving. I'm like, dude, I don't even know if this is my account, man. Like, what's going on here? Like, so I had to monitor that the rest of the night, make sure there's not like a million charges on there and everybody's using my card. But yeah, man, you guys must be stoked. I'd be stoked because I mean, if you're a fan of the movie or if you're a fan of LeBron or just NFTs in general, you guys scored big in that drop.
Yeah, I got on the site when it was around 10,000 out of 91,000 claimed, so the site wasn't too buggy yet. And then out of nowhere, it started asking me for my username over and over again, and it wouldn't put it in. And I started freaking out. I was like, "This isn't working. Like, am I gonna be able to get one?" And so I did it, and then I come back 5 minutes later. And my brother's sitting next to me, and we both see a legendary 3D LeBron, and we're like, nice. I'm just in shock the rest of the day.
Yeah, nice. And we know nothing about anything. That's the best part, man.
Let me ask you this, Roy. Is that experience, the chaotic experience, is that better or worse than being in a queue?
Oh, it was much better. It was just like, everybody.
There it is.
Everybody has that fair shot at it. It's just chaos, and nobody's stuck in this queue just sitting there waiting,
Travis, do you agree with that? Because I've been pushing for this since the early Top Shot days, where it was an absolute war zone in the middle of the night, like 4 a.m. Packs would randomly go on sale. You had to fight everybody for them. You might get one, you might not. You might be pissed off. Do you agree, Travis, that kind of drop is it's kind of just a battle of the fittest when it comes to clicking buttons and good internet connections and all that?
What am I going to say? I don't like it. I ended up with a legendary LeBron, baby. Like I'm doing
that's right.
Now, I feel pretty good about it. I have no problem with the Top Shot queue system. I think it's fine, but I will say that sort of a mad dash really creates a lot of fervor and a lot of attention. So I think that does add up a lot of excitement. It certainly did for me, and it kept expectations low. So I really wasn't that disappointed, honestly, or I wouldn't have been if I didn't get anything.
And I saw Nifty's mention that there's some sort of utility that might be tied in with their NFTs and a playlist. I don't know what that means. I don't even know what Nifty's is to begin with. But the co-founder was saying on Twitter last night that the playlists are tied into the NFTs. So I don't know what that means. I haven't looked into it that deep yet to really understand. And maybe if we can bring them on in the coming weeks when they open the marketplace, maybe we can get some more information. I'm just still surprised that given how big Top Shot is, and given how big this movie release is, that there wasn't more out there. Had you guys heard of this before you saw other people posting? Or was this just kind of word of mouth on Twitter like everybody else?
I actually heard about it from my brother, and he walked in and was like, "Yo, check this out." I hadn't seen it on Twitter just yet, but I'm sure a lot of people probably heard about it from Twitter before. But I was also surprised by the lack of hype building up to it.
Yeah, I mean, there was nothing.
Yeah, all of a sudden it was just there. Honestly, I may have seen it from you, Phil D. I mean, I just saw it from the Twitter account, and I was like, "Oh, an NFT? Sure, I'll go sign up."
My common Tasmanian devil.
Yeah,
got you a legendary LeBron. Come on, man.
Do you guys know what blockchain these are supposed to be on?
It's on Palm, and it's on like an Ethereum network. It's Nifty's is actually backed by Cuban and a bunch of big money investors.
Oh, cool.
And it's supposed to be the future of the NFT marketplace is how it's being built.
Really?
So I think that the corporate sponsorship with Warner Brothers and all of that is sort of their big first rollout to sort of showcase their new marketplace. So I imagine we'll learn a lot in the next 2 weeks.
I didn't know that. That's education for me. I didn't know Cuban was tied into that at all. Very cool.
I didn't know that either. That's cool.
That's pretty big.
Yeah. I imagine that they probably set the market release date for 13 days or 2 weeks from when the cards drop, probably because they have some big plans in between that day. Because it wouldn't make sense for them to not do on the movie unless they have big plans.
I hope so, yeah. But like I was saying, it's like a movie cycle. It's like it's all about the opening weekend. So I would have thought that it's like they'd have more going on right now. Boys, we got to let you go because we've got to wrap up in a couple minutes here, but thanks for coming on. Congratulations on your polls, and hopefully we get an update on all that in a couple weeks or something. We can get the founder on to chat about it, and hope that leads you to a good spot.
Of course. Thank you guys. Thank you for having us.
Keep us posted, and congrats, guys. We'll talk to you guys later.
Right, for sure.
Okay.
Everybody slow down.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, Phil D. We're almost at the end.
I can't believe you missed out, dude.
You are an influencer supreme here because you're the one. Listen, can we just talk about Phil D for a second here? Where everybody, like, I'm pretty sure most people found out about the Space Jam thing through you, at least in the Top Shot community. Because even now, I had no idea what was going on, and even Travis is telling us that he found out through you. And then also, it's been 2 weeks. And today you are dropping Genie's office hours notes from the chat 2 weeks ago for a product that everybody stopped talking about, and you are just keeping that flame alive for them. So if you're Genie's, if you're the people at Genie's and you're listening out there, Phil D is the guy you got to talk to hype up your product when you're launching in September. Nifty's, the guy who founded Nifty's, Mark Cuban, the investor, whatever that is, LeBron, Phil D is the influencer you got to talk to because he loves these products. He's the one getting the word out, doing all the heavy lifting here. So if you're those people, make sure you come and talk to Phil D. We're going to wrap up the show with one final guest. He is part of the First Mint. You read his words 3 times a week. He's been on the show a bunch of times. He's on Cold Brew yesterday. Honestly, yesterday the Cold Brews were blur. So Zach, if you weren't on there, I'm sorry. Welcome back to First Mint, or he's in the First Mint. Anyway, just give a round of applause for Ghost of Greg Oden. Yeah.
Whoa!
What's up, guys?
The newsletter superstar himself, man. Damn, dude.
Phil, I love your Genies. I love the Genies. It cracks me up every time I see you post about it. I feel like that wave is running course, and yet Phil's just chugging along, still repping the Genies. So
always, man. I'm waiting for September. That'll be a huge day.
People are already writing your name as though it's part of the giveaway. It's already like nothing's even happened yet, and people are already putting your name in there.
Starting now and keep it going the whole time he's on. Only way to win. Now, Ghost, I have to ask you. I like calling you Ghost, and I know your real name's Zach, but what's going on in the First Mint Discord right now? Okay, because I have to make a point here right now. When we're on, if these are the First Mint faithful in there, and we're doing a live show, would you not think that everybody's in this live feed right now watching or participating in chat? You got a bunch of yahoos. I keep getting notifications. They're running an absolute, I don't know what's going on in there. It's like a rave in there. I see Plunge's name pop up every 2 seconds. You got a bunch of others, obviously not watching the show. I feel like these are the kids in the class when you're like, the teacher's teaching and they're in the back just doing their own thing, passing each other notes, not listening. Have you been in the Discord in the last 10 minutes, Zach? And what's going on in there, man?
I thought I was coming on the show a little bit earlier, so I popped out for a bit and I just opened Discord on my phone and I saw people that tagged me in something. So I was looking at it and I actually had that same thought. I was like, man, these people are just talking here in our community, but they're not watching the show. So it was interesting.
Well, that's why we need a penalty box, LG. I told you, a penitentiary. All the delinquents need to be sent to the
Plunge of Greg Oden. That's the one.
And there's still the chat is still exploding with that hashtag. We're probably gonna have to go with it, LG, because it is just spamming right now. But yeah, it's nice to have you back, man. We haven't seen you in a while, and you're a huge member.
No, we talk to him every day. Yeah,
we do. We haven't seen him.
Let's get Quad in here for this too. We'll do a little crack packing, but let's get the full Quad. Are you there?
Only time Quad's ever at home is right now.
Quad, come in. Quad, can we summon you to the chat? Can we summon you to the stream? Maybe not.
Quad,
Maybe Quad's
Quad
not
just
ready.
sent me a DM with a project called Thick Beanie Babies.
Thick Beanie Babies?
That's what
Thick Beanie Babies? Like thick?
Yeah, thick.
How do you spell thick?
2 C's.
Oh, whoa! What is going on? Can we get one day without a new NFT, please?
No, we're not gonna get one.
So discouraging. I just can't keep up.
Thick Beanie Babies. I can't even handle that.
Can I tell you?
Of course, Quad's all over that.
Can I tell you that me and Quad? I feel like I've gotten very close with Quad lately, and we are jumping into all these crazy ass projects all the time. And we have very different philosophies of collecting, where I'm like getting into these projects. I'm like, oh man, I love this. And then like a week later, I'll be like, oh, hey, Quad, did you see the price movement on these? Like, dude, I sold that like 5 minutes after I got it. I'm like, oh,
yeah, he's always like that, man. He never holds on to stuff. He's flipping left and right. He's bouncing from one project to the other. And he's done pretty well for himself, though. So we can't really say anything. That's for sure.
Oh my God. Okay, Zach, let's crack your back, man. It's already out of hand. It's already out of control what we're doing. Oh my God. It's too much.
The Quad's in the Discord. He's not even here.
Okay, here we go. I
Got
gotcha.
my
There we go. There we go.
Oh,
Oh, he's a pack hoarder.
Only
Oh my
three.
god.
Hoarders.
I don't even know why I'm holding on to these two. I mean, I don't,
Yeah, man, that big release 36.
I was holding on to ones like that because I thought it was cool for a couple weeks, and I'm like, nah. You know what? I've had enough of this. I could probably still sell them for $5 before they go down to 3. So I opened those packs pretty fast. All right.
all right, here we go.
Ghost, if you get the top 10 cereal I've been waiting for, man, I will lose it.
I'm right there with you, man. This is my first pack in forever, so
Really? I feel like you got like the hollow that time that George Rice like, surprised us on stream, right?
Speaking of George,
where is George?
People were asking, did you not see his rant on Twitter last night?
No, I didn't see that.
Dude, he went 0 for 3 and he was pissed. He
did.
tagged you.
Oh no.
He tagged you in it, man. He was really
He
pissed.
tagged us in it? Sorry.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, sorry.
Me or First Mint?
First Mint and you, I think, because he tagged me too. And you know what? People were asking for George updates, and George went 0 for 3, which explains why he was nowhere to be seen on Spaces or anything else. So, all right.
This is my first
Here we go.
non-common pack since the All-Star break, besides the Throwdown. So it's exciting here. So let's go number 1.
Whoa.
Oh boy.
Close to the perfect mint.
This is
Josh
what
Jackson, 39,000 something.
this is what you're going to expect when you open some of those base packs. So that's why I'm just keeping them closed. I mean, it's not even worth it.
Yeah, it's more exciting to stare at them unopened. That's for
this
sure.
is okay. All right. It'll get better.
All right, decent cereal. Okay, like that.
Hey.
It's having a great playoff
Okay.
series. Excited about that.
Well, there we go.
I'm assuming, I've seen this
Little
one.
Mikal Bridges. That's a semifinal because they're playing. Who are they playing there?
Underwhelming dunk though. I like the violent ones.
Oh, they're playing the Nuggets.
They'll get a championship trophy too if they win. So
We'll see, man. It was the best of 3 now, so we'll see what happens.
Good stuff. Oh, another good cereal.
Rockets.
I
Daquan Jeffries,
have no idea who that
71-28.
is. I feel like I'm a big NBA fan. I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, if anyone in the chat has ever heard of Daquan Jeffries, type, I guess, 0 in the chat.
That's one of those like one of the 10-day contract dudes that plays at the NBA.
That's exactly what that is.
Somebody on Twitter earlier was like, "Why aren't there more Sam Merrill moments?" And I was like, "Dude, that guy got sent down like mid-season."
Dude, that guy was supremely popular in Top Shots High.
He was at first, yeah, for sure. All right, Jordan Clarkson,
Ooh.
another conference semifinal moment. Okay,
6th man of the year.
6th man of the year badge, maybe.
Mizzou alum. I'm a Mizzou alum, so I love that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they eventually have the award badges because that's not going to add too many badges to
that's
the
fine, man.
ecosystem, right?
Not too
that's
many guys
too
get
bad, yeah.
awards.
No, yeah, okay.
We're getting
And
there.
then, Obi
Obi
Toppin.
Obi.
Toppin. I always do.
Obi-Wan
Okay.
Kenobi.
I always do it. Toppin or Topin? Toppin? It's Toppin.
I spent a lot of money on an Obi moment during like the February boom that I feel bad about now. So
We all did. When they announced he was going to be in the dunk contest, I was like, "This is it. Here we go. They're going to explode." They went down.
And some breaking news: LG Stone Cold just said good night to everyone in the First Mint Discord. So I guess he's going to bed.
Gone.
He can't handle all of this, man. This was too much for him the last 24 hours. Everything
here we
from
go.
missing out on the drop to this. All right. This is the moment. Let's go. Top 10 cereal.
Suns, let's go.
Okay.
Devin Booker.
Oh,
love it.
nice. All right. That makes up for not having a top 10 cereal, man.
I love
Nice.
Devin
Oh, yeah,
Booker.
there
That's
you
awesome,
go.
dude. There we go.
Oh,
That's
there
a
you go.
beauty.
That's one of the what's going for more right now? That one or the Chris Paul?
I want to say Chris Paul. I think Chris Paul and Giannis were the 2 highest, but I think Devin Booker's one of the good ones, and obviously he's one of the top players in the entire series.
Yeah, let's see.
No, for sure, man. This is his breakout.
No, this
party
is going
back
for the
then.
most. This one's going for this.
Really?
It's going for
409 right now, man.
409.
Whoa.
Yeah. That is pretty sweet,
Let's go.
man. Congrats, Zach. That's freaking awesome, man. Good for you.
That is cool.
I do have something else. Are you happy with that, Zach?
Yeah, I'm thrilled. I didn't realize it. I mean, I might rent seek that honestly after some hard couple months, but
Still trying to make up for some of those purchases, eh? That's all right. I do have something to share as well. It's a photo of Zach from that he was sharing with us earlier, and it's a photo of him with the Larry OB. Let's have a look here. Whoa,
Whoa. That guy, man. Who's that guy?
a man full of youth before the Top Shot market crash, still hope in his eyes.
Whoa.
There you go. Yeah, wow. What's
Look
what's
at
this
the
all
gloves.
about?
So
Yeah, I
I
like
used
that.
to. My first job out of college was with the Chicago Bulls in the corporate partnerships department. So we took around the trophies to a lot of different places to activate different stuff for our sponsors. And I was the intern at the time, so I got to kind of carry around the trophies in my car and bring them there, and then work with all the players to do stuff.
You carried the trophy around in your car?
Yeah, I think there was not room in like I think they carried it honestly in the Benny the Bullmobile sometimes, but they ran out of room or something, so they had to put it in my like college Subaru Forester.
What is the Subaru Bullmobile?
Oh yeah, the mascot travels around in this like Benny the Bullmobile and goes to different like Dunkin' Donuts like promos and stuff like that, and they'll hop out and like shoot the silly string and everything.
Someone said the Michael Jackson gloves.
Yeah, they make you wear the gloves. It's
that is cool, man. That thing is huge, honestly. That's a lot bigger than, I mean, probably the most I've seen somebody hold the trophy is probably Kawhi. And in Kawhi's hands, it looks like it's a chocolate bar or something like that. Like it's tiny. So it's just like to see it like in a normal person's hands is like, that thing is enormous.
That's honestly probably one of the last times I was clean shaven too. So it's a blast from the past.
It's 30 years ago. Actually, this is before you discovered NFTs. That's probably what it is. This is like in December.
I see people in the chat saying I'm 5'2". I'm 6 feet, so the trophies are pretty big.
Right on, man. Okay, right on. And we have one last surprise special guest who's going to quickly tell us they got a great poll. They got a great reward. I think the other day we got the Lorax coming in, just real rumbling at the end of the show here.
Are you?
Lorax.
Whoa,
brothers! Look, I got the Lamadou Diallo over here. The LG stash.
Oh
wow,
man, what is going on, Lorax?
Cold brew. Look at this guy.
Yo, it's not a drop, man.
What's going on?
No. Now you're really messing with the Matrix, Lorax.
Honestly, my first cold brew, you guys saw that in the post the other day. I was just trying to figure out what a cold brew was.
Alohas are dropping. Aloha's in the chat, man. Okay, well, somebody, you know what, Zach? Somebody asked a question in the chat, and you know what, Lorax, you can tell us. So I'll ask it like this. Yep. Lorax, if you saw Zach driving around in his Subaru Forester around town with the NBA trophy in the back, are you jumping him?
Yep. I'm jumping in with it.
Jumping in.
Yeah,
like
jumping in with
Let's
him.
take some laps.
So, Zach, were you ever concerned for your safety, man, when you had that thing in the back? That's what our listeners want to know.
There was multiple of them in there. I fit as many as I could in there. We had 6 championship trophies with the Bulls, so we had a bunch to bring to all these places.
Wow, man.
No, I wasn't concerned. I was a college kid. I guess I didn't care, but I was too shocked that I had those trophies in my car. I didn't really think about the repercussions on if I got jumped. So.
All right. Wow.
I love it.
All
okay,
right.
so Lorax, tell us about your challenge reward poll the other day. That's what you're here to tell us about.
It was exactly like coming on the first mint. You're just like, is this mine? Screen? Is this mine? You know, it's exactly like that. It's so weird because you just look at the number 1 and you're just like, no, this isn't real. And you reload your system and whatnot.
So it was the Kyrie.
Wow.
It was the Kyrie.
Yeah.
It was the challenge from
the challenge.
I guess from the conference semifinals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing, man. Good for you. So tell us about it. Like, have you been doing a lot of challenges lately, Lorax?
Oh yeah, pretty much. Just not the heavy ones, not the hollows or anything. Just the easy playoffs and what can be afforded. I guess, right? I mean, I got in the challenge with the NNL guys, and we tackled the Luka.
Yeah.
So that was pretty fun. Nice. Little utility on the group.
Pull this guy out. Pull this up right here. Here we go. Here it is. Let's take a look at it, and we're going to sign off. There it is. Yeah. There it is. The Lorax pulls the number 1.
Wow,
this must have been like. What else have you pulled? Have you pulled anything close to this Lorax? Anything close to this high?
No, not even close.
Wow.
That's awesome, man. That's really cool. I love when that happens.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they would put the rewards in packs again, like they did that one time, just so we could have people open them. Like this would have been a prime example of what we could have opened on the show and gone crazy for you. But yeah, congrats, man. That's really cool.
Thank you, gentlemen. Hey, I got an NFT project that I want to give away something for you guys next week. Actually.
Oh.
It's a cultural based one out of Hawaii, so
that's
we
right.
have a lot of big things coming out. Yeah, so take a look at that. I know you guys don't have time. I don't want to take up your guys' time, but I'll be happy to give away some of those NFTs for your crew, for your fans.
Dude, well, let's get you back on next week and do that.
Very cool, man.
Okay,
I've seen the project. I'm very interested. So yeah, let's do that. I think there was even a picture. Hold on. There was even a picture of me with one of those NFTs.
Oh, you know that?
and my llama. My llama had a lay on his head. Yeah.
That's actually not the. That's the opening act NFT. So it's not the NFT. So we wanted to just give. It's the first one that we do NFT giveaway before we do our actual NFT drop. So we did it Hawaiian style. Just try to aloha people, give people an NFT lay, and then we're gonna roll out the pups right after that.
I love that kind of art. So that was awesome. I'm not sure exactly who put that together, but it was a very appreciated.
Yep.
And even earlier today, LG, there was an amazing drawing of me that was put out in our Discord. And then it was tweeted.
That was nice.
And I don't know this person's name, but he's one of our listeners, one of our viewers. And he even offered to send it to me or have me raffle it off or something like that, the original copy. It's really cool, man. It actually does look like me a little bit.
There we go.
And I love stuff like this, man. Like, look at that. Look at the caterpillar beside my left elbow there.
I like the giant coffee as well.
Yeah,
the
coffee giant coffee.
But I like the getup. I like they nailed the hair. But I like that you're wearing like a suit jacket and a bow tie or whatever's going on there.
That's right. They did nail the hair.
Look
at that. My hair's still like that.
It's a testament to the First Mint community that we had an issue with like something like Bitsky or like those guys being locked out, and instead of like being like huge assholes about it or causing like a huge fuss, it ended up being like a huge bit, and now it's like turned into this whole community of like the Bitsky boys, like the miners trapped under the coal mine.
It did feel like the coal mine, yeah.
That is the beauty of a community like that, and I can't even tell you. I don't know. I know the name of the user, but I don't know his actual name. And he's an artist, is what he was telling me. And this is the kind of stuff for me that makes it come full circle. And this is the kind of stuff. This is why I'm part of this. You know what I mean? Like, it's awesome, really cool to have spent that much time putting that together. And that goes for the other one that you guys put out, Lorax. That one with the llama and myself and the lay. Really cool stuff, man. Yep. I love that. So thank you to everybody who does this kind of stuff. You guys really do make the community. And I'm glad that we have a lot of you guys in our Discord for sure.
I also just want to point out that the llama looks like it's in way more pain than it does in the actual painting. The llama looks like it's like, and I'm not knocking the artist. I'm just saying the llama looks like there's something wrong, whereas the llama behind
I think it's accurate because it's Phil over there harassing the people trying to get a cold brew through the drive.
We're talking about caterpillars and stuff like that.
No. I took so much crap for that from that one guy, but I get it. Listen,
you were solid. You were solid.
We're pretty polite here in Canada, and I stayed polite throughout. I didn't drag it on, man. That was a whole other story. Just having a bit of fun.
No.
And I kind of screwed myself out of a pack anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. All right, folks, we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna do one final giveaway, and we're gonna give it up for Lorax. So just type in. Let's give Lorax username here, the Lorax 1984. Type that into the chat. We're gonna wrap it up there, and this last one is gonna be for a Giannis 3500 or 35,000 LE. Here we go. Type in the Lorax 1984. We're gonna pick a winner, and then we are gonna sign off. So thank you, everybody.
Let's give him a pup too. We'll give him a pup as well.
We'll give you a dog. You're gonna get a dog.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's what
you're gonna get, a pup from Lorax. So you're gonna win a Giannis, and you're also gonna win a pup from Lorax. So type in the Lorax 1984. Quad, let us know when we got a winner, and we are gonna sign off. Thank you for hanging out through the show. Phil D, my brother, as always, thank you for an awesome show and also for an awesome week. Zach, the man with the magic words, thank you so much. It's good to see you again. Also, I love your Crypto Kong behind you there, Zach.
It's a CyberCon. Come on, man.
CyberCon, whatever, man.
Disrespect.
Can't keep up with all the freaking NFTs.
And don't forget to sign up for the First Mint Fest. It's coming up real soon. You don't want to miss that. Make sure you sign up. Check the First Mint Twitter for that. I think the link is up there still, right, LG?
It's somewhere. Either way, actually, we're going to put it in our Twitter profile. Anyways, you can find it there. We're going to promote it a whole bunch over the next couple weeks, so make sure you check that out. Otherwise, we will see you next time. You'll see us is Monday for the podcast, but we'll be back here live next Thursday for the First Mint live show. Have a good night, everybody.
Research is over, now welcome to First Mint. Looking for NFT content, look no further cause this is it. From Top Shot to blockchain, they got the data chops, analysis, and pack drops the show's equator hot. LG and Phil D, the best amongst others. Best brothers to happen to ball since the Ball brothers. So settle in cause it's time for the best show. Ayo Quad, who we reppin'?